I'm doing this outrageous thing with the grotesque libraries, but I have to tell you the configuration is very complicated. As you can see, I've gone well beyond just using GPT and Copilot. I've also applied the idempotency laws and the commutative laws, which together help to establish a strong logical structure and make the movement in space feel much more realistic. I wasn't sure if these new React libraries with Helmet were going to be compatible with the latest versions. And Helmet, it's really important that it's kept very up to date. If you do OAuth, like I'm going to do, here's the backend. Alright, I've made the backend very simple to connect the API so that everything works correctly with a real database, and to run some small real unit tests in a mini environment. Look at the worlds, look at the D by worlds. I mean the different environments or situations where these concepts can be applied. And D refers to a specific element that is central to my work. I've done all these tests because I'm about to start working with some clients on projects related to carbon topics, which are becoming more important as we focus on sustainability and environmental responsibility. My plan is to apply D elements to their projects. D moving in blocks that can move both in D and in D, but always in a logical way, so it doesn't turn into chaos. Alright, here. API Gateway Docker RI, the traceability, here it is, a PostgreSQL database schema. I've carefully configured it in PostgreSQL 16. And here are the routes and the traceability. So take a close look at how the satellite moves through space, and notice how this D element shifts and moves in a completely different direction, and also observe the astronaut as well as the underlying logic and reasoning behind all of these movements, which is made possible thanks to these complex and carefully crafted equations that I have personally implemented in order to achieve a fully three-dimensional and completely realistic calculation of motion. Look at how everything moves together in harmony. It's truly amazing to witness. The local host is running, and here we go, embarking on this fascinating journey of discovery and exploration. Watch closely as each component interacts, demonstrating the power and beauty of physics in action. It's very good, very precise, and highly accurate. And as you can see here in the different components, I had to add video game libraries. Alright, for the interaction, and that way it worked for me in HTML. But anyway, the configuration was done with Pilar. It was laughable. I spent an entire week on it, but sometimes we used to spend years. As you can see here, I'm using Space to run tests because it's the best way to experiment and observe how these elements interact in a controlled environment, allowing me to make adjustments and ensure everything works smoothly before applying these methods in real-world situations.